Do you feel guilty because your marriage is falling apart? Do you think it's all your fault? Do you think you could have done more, be more, tried more? This is super common for men who are right in the middle of what I like to call the divorce fog. The divorce fog is when a man finds himself right after his wife told him she wants space, she loves him, she's not in love with him, she needs to go find herself, she might want a divorce or a separation or to move out. That's when the man finds himself in what I like to call the divorce fog. And the G is guilt. So what happens a lot of the time is that women are very, very good at, let's just say, shifting the truth. Or in other words, manipulating the situation. And they learn this from they're very young and throwing temper tantrums and the little girl. And society always tells us that we have to take care of women and make them happy, happy wife, happy life, which is a lie. So she wants space. She's saying that the reason why she's at one space is because you haven't been stepping up as a husband. And chances are you probably haven't been stepping up as a husband. But if we're really honest with each other, she also hasn't been stepping up as a wife. But the point of this video is to teach you guys and to bring awareness to the fact that you need to be careful with the guilt that you're going to carry after your wife wants a separation. Because this guilt can drive you to despair. Because if you sit down, and we do this here in our community with our members, we sit down and we say, okay, where could you have showed up as a husband, better as a husband? And we do that. And we absolutely do that. And we see our flaws and our mistake and how we could have been a better husband, a better partner, a better father. But carrying guilt helps nobody. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help her, it doesn't help your children, because then you're carrying this energy of guilt when what you should be carrying is the energy of leadership. What you should be carrying is the energy of moving forward. What you should be carrying is the energy of confidence, of dominance. That's right. But guys fall into this trap of feeling guilty. And the woman does a very good job at exploiting that. And anytime that the woman wants to get away from the man, usually what they do is they throw on more guilt and shame so that the guy can stay in that loop of guilt and shame. And brother, I know I was there. I was there. My ex is a master manipulator. And I allowed myself to be manipulated because of this whole concept of happy wife, happy life, yada, 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 yada. So you need to be careful with the guilt. The guilt is not yours to carry. Yes, you could have done better things. Yes, you could have showed up better in the marriage. Yes, you could have insert the blame. But don't carry the guilt, because what she needs is a strong man with presence, with power, with leadership, who's confident in himself, who's saying, you know what, I know, listen, I made these mistakes. But I'm willing to work on them and move forward if you are. And chances are she might not be. But it doesn't matter at this point, because if you're watching this video, it's all about you. So releasing the guilt and the shame and not allowing her to drive that guilt and shame is probably one of the most important things you need to do to save your relationship, if that is what you want. And that is the G. Guilt is the G in divorce fog, in fog. But check out this sunset over here. Boom. Beautiful. Anyways, guys, don't feel guilty. You did the best you could with the information you had at the time, and you showed up the best you could. It's like you're going to tell your son that you should tell your son that at the basketball game or the soccer game. It's like, son, you did the best you could. Could you have done more? Absolutely. You've showed up better? Yes. Could you have kicked better? Yeah. But you did the best you could with the information you had at the time. So stop carrying this guilt, because this guilt doesn't serve anybody. And it's definitely not going to help you save your relationship. What you need to do is work on yourself, get emotionally regulated, get grounded, get centered. And it's from that, and gain the clarity you need, which is what we do here at Divorce to Dominance. And it's from that place that then you can move forward and make the decisions that you need to make for yourself and for your family. So if you're interested in working with me, click the link in the description below. We can set up a call so you're a good fit for the program. And if you like this content, click a thumbs up, subscribe. And yeah, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, guys, till next time. Take care now. Bye bye, man. And remember who you are.